Hello and welcome to this special show on CNBC-TV18. Italian luxury brand Gucci has launched its Ancora Spring Summer 24 collection. I'm at the Gucci store at the Geo World Plaza in Mumbai, and I have with me the global brand ambassador. She needs no introduction. She's an actor par excellence, producer, national award winner, entrepreneur and investor. Yes, she dons many hats and with ease. Alia Bhatt, many thanks for joining us today. Let me first talk to you about your association with Gucci. It is an iconic first. You're the first Indian global brand ambassador. So tell us, how did that happen, the startup story, and what is the kind of impact you hope to create with this association?
I think when it happened, it just felt like a very big moment in my life. Not because I was the first Indian global brand ambassador from India, but it felt like a big moment because it suddenly felt like, oh wow, such a massive brand actually wants India. That's the reason they need a face.
Correct.
That represents a certain demographic, that is spending money, that is buying things, and that has interest and, kind of pull towards fashion. So I was like, wow, this is a big moment, not just for me, but for us at large. And it just happened very quickly, to be very honest. I remember I was in London. I was there shooting for Heart of Stone, some media stuff, like some marketing campaign. And it was also my birthday.
Okay.
So I was celebrating my birthday there. And this was month of March. My first appearance and my first kind of outing and announcement happened in May.
Yeah.
So it was the quickest deal closing in that sense. Because I think our ideologies really met in terms of that I'm this sort of young... I mean, I'm calling myself young.
Of course,
but
you are.
Just kind of finding my place as a woman, as a person, evolving into fashion as my personality. I think this is something that has happened over the last couple of years. Earlier, there was a lot of pressure. Oh, am I looking okay? Am I dressing correctly? What looks good on my body? All those little things. With time, with the more comfortable you get in your own skin, as soon as I entered my 30s, it sort of happened. I was like, listen, it should be an extension of what I'm feeling like on that particular day. And there was way more comfort and understanding of what I like and what I don't like. And I'm not saying it's all hits. Sometimes there are misses because fashion is subjective.
Yeah.
But I know that every time that I'm getting dressed or every time I'm having a fashion moment, it's a part of it. It's an extension of my personality. And that is what I hope to sort of put out there. And also I feel reflects beautifully with the Spring-Summer collection and just Sabato's vision for the brand.
All right, so let's talk about the Ancora Spring 24 collection. As a brand ambassador, what are the top picks and what is the collection all about?
At the show, what my interaction with Sabato was very simple. It's that it said Ancora is going home. It's a feeling of home. It's just... and that's what I found most refreshing even at the show, is that he said, please bring a pair of your own jeans. So this is in September when the collection
and not
was
a
just
Gucci.
launched. He said, you don't have to be an all Gucci. Please bring a pair of your own jeans that you love and find something and put it together because it should feel like home. It should feel like you. And I don't think anybody really understood that why is she wearing jeans at the event. I'm sure many people were like, oh,
but you look lovely, yeah.
I mean, I felt comfortable and I felt happy and I was roaming about on the streets of Milan taking pictures because that's what it felt like. And that's the essence of the collection. So when I saw it also, it was very easy, very simple. It was very, everything was so wearable. I was like, okay, I want that, I want that, I want that. And one of the first things I remember was this choker. I said, this... next time, whenever there's a proper outing, I need to wear this. I was saving it for the big moment when the collection came to India because I was, we were prepping for this for quite some time. So yeah, I think, of course, it's just the beginning of this new era, I would say.
Absolutely.
But going home, feeling like an extension and feeling like yourself is, I think, the way people should feel when they're dressing up or anything like that.
All right, so you brought up the new creative director's name and, Sabato de Sarno's, this is his debut collection. I want to know what kind of conversations you have with him in terms of Gucci's future outlook or future vision.
I think the instinctiveness of his personality is what I most connected with because I'm also very like that. He kind of feels very fluid and also very quiet about what he's doing, doesn't want to talk too much about it. So when you're giving him a compliment also, he'll feel really shy.
Yeah.
But what he likes is that just that if you're bringing yourself to the table, that's something that he enjoys the most. Like even when we were shooting for the eyewear campaign, which is now live, the idea was that it's just this girl walking through the streets of Milan in her own moment, not really posing, not really worried about the camera, kind of caught in between. It's the in-between that, you know, he really enjoys. And I love that. Like for me, like blurred shots, out of focus shots, something that is not perfect, not really well-rounded. I love those moments the most because they're the most real and natural. And eventually we're all trying to like look up to this moment that feels desirable but also relatable. It's getting that like sweet spot in the middle.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel too alien at any point.
Absolutely.
But it should also be desirable, but it should also be interesting. And it should also be like, yeah, but this could be me walking down the street wearing those pair of sunglasses. That's the feeling. And that's what I felt during the shoot also. I was just like playing with my hair, looking around and all. It was so super easy. So that's the feeling that I feel with him whenever we chat and whenever we have a conversation about the brand.
All right. So considering your love for saris, will we see a Gucci-inspired sari collection soon?
Did you read my mind? Because literally, I'm like, that's my dream.
Okay.
If that happens, which I'm most definitely, I'm putting out all the energies in the universe.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Now to me, that's a milap.
All right. So that could happen. And Alia Bhatt is trying her best.
Yeah.
All right.
I just have to pick the right moment. It has to be the perfect moment where I wear a Gucci sari.
And that'll be a first.
That'll be a first. And then then they'll be only making saris in India.
All right. You know, we are at this Gucci store in the Jewel Plaza. And, you know, this is not the only Reliance connection you have.
Yeah.
You sold a majority stake to Reliance Retail Ventures in Adamama. And you're now looking to enter new categories, you know, baby furniture, stories, animated series. Any timelines you can share? When can we expect those offerings to hit the market?
I'll talk about the first one because there's a lot planned for this year.
Okay.
But since you mentioned stories and I'm a storyteller at heart, business, I don't know how it came into my life, but actually I'm a storyteller. We can expect stories this June.
All right, this June, that's pretty soon.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, it's time for us to head into a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back and we'll continue our chat with Alia Bhatt.